our family.
Hi guys, John here from the Killer Bits, and today we are checking out, well, Darkest Dungeon. If you've been anywhere near the internet recently, you will have seen a ton of these videos. Loads of YouTubers and streamers have got hold of a copy and have been playing kind of like this early alpha demo version. And I would have been with them, but it was like an early alpha initial build type deal, and it had a few bugs and I couldn't get into it. So I've finally been able to get it working, not crashing every time I had a fight. And yes, I thought I'd dive in and show you what it's all about. As you can tell from that image there, there's a little bit of HP Lovecraft involved. It's all... I mean, the best way to describe it is it's a kind of dungeon crawler. Think XCOM meets Legend of Grimrock, with maybe a bit of Spelunky thrown in there. Or with this kind of Lovecraftian feel, you know, think Cthulhu's going to attack at any point, which... yeah, I mean, look at this artwork. It is absolutely stunning. I know I'm talking all over the cinematic, but you can see it in the trailer. It's fantastic. I'm really into this kind of art style, and yeah, I think we're going to get into it. So, I've managed to play a couple of hours of it, and I thought instead of showing you the tutorial, I will run you through the first kind of mission. Because that's what this is. You're going to die a lot. You're going to cycle through all these different adventurers, head into this town to kind of reclaim their birthright. So this is our hub. This is the village, hamlet, whatever you want to call it. And we have all these different buildings yet to be unlocked. But we've got a couple. We've got the graveyard, View Fallen Heroes. Thankfully I didn't die during the tutorial. I almost did whilst it kept crashing, but that's another thing altogether. But this is the stagecoach, and this is where we get our new recruits.
Soldiers and outlaws.
And we can have our party of 4. This is where kind of the Grimrock element comes in. You have a party of 4 adventurers, all with their different skills. Think typical RPG kind of skill. Obviously we have our knight character, our crusader, and I think we'll rename our characters. So, who's the most knightly amongst us? Well, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yes. And then next up, we have Dismas, the highwayman. No, I think that is going to be Peter, isn't it? Yep. Then we have our healer. Typical kind of cleric character, so she's got a big mace and loads of heals. And sorry, gender stereotypes, we only have one female on the party, so there you go, Fran, you are our healer. And last but not least, we have our new boy. We have Yaki. And here we go, that's our party. And as you can see from this kind of setup screen, you have your party and obviously your enemies over here. The party has kind of their preferred positions, skills, and then camping skills. This is, as you get further into the dungeons get kind of more, well, deeper I suppose, more rooms to explore, so you actually have to wind up camping overnight. But you can kind of use these skills to kind of buff your characters whilst camping out in the dungeon. And we also have typical stats, so health, you know, accuracy, dodge, all that kind of thing, and kind of, I suppose these would be classed as traits. This is kind of where the roguelike element comes into it. You know, you get a random pick of kind of these kind of skills and you get these random traits. So Warrior of the Light, we got 10% damage when the light is above 75. And you'll see what the light element is a bit later. Wheeled Explorer, Scouting Chance, so that's good. Kleptomania, prone to stealing items. Okay. God-fearing, in town will only pray for stress relief. Now, stress is another big element of this. You have your typical health, but as you crawl through these dungeons, your party gets prone to kind of being affected by the madness. This is the Lovecraftian bit, you know, as you delve deeper into the darkness, the madness creeps in, and to relieve kind of that stress effect, you have to kind of do certain tasks in town just to kind of recover. So that's our knight. This mask is, well, now Peter is our kind of highwayman character, kind of think rogue, kind of scout type character. We have grape shots and pistol shots, so a bit more range to our character. Obviously prefers kind of second and third position there, and obviously you can see where he can pick off different people. Stun resistance, which is good. Quick reflexes. Nymphomania, plus 20% stress heal in a brothel. Okay, Pete, we didn't know that about you, but okay, fair enough. Known cheat is not allowed to gamble while in town, so we can't use the gambling hall in to relieve stress. Fran is hatred of unholy. Ooh, so she will do additional damage against, well, unholy creatures, and fear of mankind. Monster types human, plus 15% stress resist. Okay, and Yaki. Demon mania, believes is possessed by demons. Okay, and fascinated with injury, wound, and torture. Right, this is saying a lot about Yaki. Anyway, so that's our party. We can actually upgrade the stagecoach. As you do missions, obviously you acquire gold, but you also acquire these heirlooms, and you basically use these to kind of upgrade different buildings in the town. And this is where the kind of XCOM element comes in. You have to kind of manage your party, manage the town to kind of create upgrades and things like that. And you also think a bit rogue legacy. You spend some of your gold on your castle, improve your stats, improve everything else. So stagecoach network, increase the number of recruits. So yes, obviously we had 2 last time, so that will boost it up to 3. And increase the size of your hero roster. Yeah, we want as many heroes as possible, because as we go through the game, they will obviously get injured and suffer the effects of stress, so we will have to kind of take them out of rotation. So that's all we can do for now. Obviously all these other buildings are kind of still locked. We have to progress through and try and do a few more missions before they open up. We've also got these. That's our activity log, so obviously stagecoach has been upgraded and all that. Go away. Nothing in our trinket inventory yet. Anyway, let's just get on with it.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
So these are the dungeons that are locked at the moment, and we can only visit the ruins. Goals: complete 100% of room battles, and we get 3,000 gold, a couple of busts, a couple of crests, and a tomb of holy healing. Only Vestal only. Well, we haven't got Vestal. Fran class is a Vestal? Oh no, she is. So there we go. She will get a tome of healing, whatever. Anyway, to go in, we need to set up our party. So we'll stick Toby in the front, Pete backing him up, Fran in the middle of the party, and Yaki at the back there. So, provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Well, as the man said, we will have to spend some money to kind of buy some provisions, and torches are essential, otherwise you'll be crawling around in the dark going mad. So we'll take a bunch of those, and we'll also need provisions, because occasionally it will give you a message that you will need to use your provisions, otherwise starve. And you can also use them to kind of heal one unit per meal. So there we go. Shovel, we'll take a shovel. I'll show you what it is if it crops up. We'll have a couple of bandages, and actually I'll grab a couple more meals, take it up to 12. There we go, and a couple more torches. I think that will do us.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Right, so this is our map. and essentially you click to whichever room. So I mean, obviously we're here. We might as well go there first, and then we'll have to do some backtracking. So controls are just A and D essentially. I mean, you can actually click on the screen and you see that's the stress effect. So we're only, a couple of inches into our dungeon and we get attacked. Oh, here we go. So this is kind of the Spelunky element to it. The tile set is kind of fairly standard, fairly limited, but we have randomly seeded kind of enemies and objects and things like that. And I'm just going through a couple of these basic attacks. So Yaki here is, how best to describe it? I mean, does have some heals, but also has kind of range stuff that will kind of, here we go, blinding gas, that will maybe stun this guy. There we go. So we've taken him out for a turn. Oh, and we get a crit. Okay. So we've got bleeding effects. So thankfully we have our healer. Now, dazzling light is basically an attack. Divine grace, heal 3 for 5. I mean, our healers, there's like 2 different types. One that will do a single target, kind of a larger heal, or heal all party, and this is obviously a single target one. So I am actually low. Yeah. So we'll heal Pete up. Oh look, there. Just for the sake of it, I will show you the bandaging mechanic. So all you have to do is right click, you use a turn, but it stops the bleeding. Simple. And we will go with the Zealous Accusation. Bit of area effect, and we get some decent damage on those too. And we may be able to finish them off with a grape shot. Unless it misses everybody. So yeah, there's a fair bit of RNG in this. Am I bleeding again? No, we resist this time. Okay, well, we will do a dazzling attack.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And we might as well try and poison these two. No. Well, we'll just smack them
Confidence
in the head.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
You're all on your own, mate. It's all over. But he's not going down without a fight. So, as you can see, kind of, it's very simple,
Give them no quarter.
but very, very nice. I mean, it looks... I do really dig this kind of comic book art style. And we have a limited inventory, so obviously the more stuff we take with us, the more crowded this is going to be, so we can't take as much loot if we find it. So what's in the chest? Locked display case. And we haven't got any keys. But we did resist the trap. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so what's in the Iron Maiden? Oh, and now Yaki is suffering from claustrophobia. Not good. So, oh, we have some more enemies in this room. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come this way, but we can take those 3 with... Oh, at least deal a little bit of damage. And this is where kind of some of the Cthulhu Lovecraftian elements come in. You can actually start seeing kind of that kind of lore and lineage and that kind of coming in. Anyway, I'm blathering. Hand of Light. Let's smack some buggers with some holy... Okay, that was quite impressive. And you can see that actually lowered our stress levels. Yes, we'll do some area effect. Yay! We're doing good. We're doing good. Until we get an arrow to the chest. Can we... yeah. We'll try and stun him. Yeah, good. Alright. Oh, see if we can damage all 3 of them. Yes! And we resist. So, can we do that massive amount of damage again? No, But it does affect a debuff, okay. Right, well, should have no problem dispatching that one. Yes. Noxious blast. Yeah, go on then. A bit of poison, yeah. That's not good. We need our knight right at the front of the pack. So what you can do, as you can see, he can't do anything from back here, so we're going to have to shove him forward a bit. Just to show you what it does. But he resists. Basically that kind of shifts up their party as well. Let's see if we can get rid of them both. Yay, there we go. And we get some more loot.
So too will
So,
resistance.
typical dungeon crawler, all you have to do is basically go through the rooms, avoid traps, kill monsters and collect as much loot as possible. But we will start shifting. Oh no, we want him to stay where he is. Want Fran to move back there. And Toby to move there. There we go. We've got our party all back in line. And obviously we haven't got anything to loot in this room, so we are going to have to go back here. Now you can see the light levels dropped and the stress is affecting them, so what we need to do is light a torch. And as you saw in those kind of stat screens, light levels also affect kind of how much damage they do, and also stuff like how much they eat and things like that. It's kind of... It's really kind of deep when you get into it. Here we go, hunger. We need to eat 4 food to gain some health, but if we don't, we starve and it affects us that way. So, what's in the box? Gwyneth Paltrow's head? No, we get some heirlooms. It's going to be a trap, yeah. So,
Cruel machinations spring to life.
So
with a
you have
singular purpose.
monsters, objects you can loot, and traps in the corridors. Okay, we got nothing in this room, so we can move on to the next corridor. We'll add some more light to the situation. Okay, so books sometimes give buffs or debuffs, so let's have a read the books. Stack of books. Lasting effect on the hero, so Dyspomania? No idea what that is, we'll find out at the end. And also when these kind of battles occur, sometimes you can surprise them, sometimes they surprise you. That kind of affects kind of who goes first and whether your party gets shaken up. I think we need some healing in here, so we'll heal Pete. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Right, and we can do some battlefield medicine. Fine. There we go, we've cured the bleeding. Right, time to start working on these guys. Zealous accusation, that normally does good work. There we go. Followed up with a bit of grape shot, which they all dodge, unfortunately. Oh, Yaki's going to get pulled forward. Nope, resists. More grape shot. There we go. Fran, dazzling light. There we go. Get rid of one of them. Noxious blast. And come on, Toby. Smite them. Yes! There we go. And it's as simple as that.
Victory,
And now we've got a shovel and some medical
victory
herbs.
nonetheless.
So we may get to use the shovel. Yaki's already claustrophobic, so it probably won't be a good idea to shove him into the Iron Maiden. Oh, new spiders! As you can imagine, we're going to get poisoned unless we can dispatch them quickly. blinding gas. At least we stunned one of them. We can probably get rid of it. Yeah. So only one of them will actually attack us. Oh, good. Right. Okay. Oh no, the dodge. How much damage can we do? There we go, got rid of another one. Can we poison it? No. But we might be able to smite it to death. Yeah, there we go.
These
We've got a bunch more stuff.
They can be beaten.
What's in the sarcophagus? Contemplates mortality. Curses. Okay, no idea what that is. Lots of phobias and maladies and things like that. So I think we're going to light another torch, boost up light levels, and move on to the next room. Okay, we may be able to loot another torch here. There we go. And burnt torch. So you can pick up kind of a multitude of things from kind of these. Trap. Monsters. Trap. I was going to say, it was too quiet. I've played enough video games to know that nothing is ever too quiet. Here we go. So this is another thing that you can sometimes do. You can sometimes it will randomly scout ahead. So we can see there's going to be a trap there. There's going to be something to loot, and then we've got a treasure room. So we have to move on. So prepare ourselves. Oh look, you can see the trap on the floor. So theoretically the highwayman should be better at disarming traps. I mean, it certainly looks like it there, so let's have a look. No. Sorry Pete, you just got skewered.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy.
So next time we get into a fight, because Fran can't do it whilst out of battle, we're going to have to heal Pete up, otherwise things could get bad for him. Okay, well, it's saying... Oh no, hungry again. More light to the situation. What's in the urn? Oh, more treasure. We do like a bit of loot. Treasure room, that means there's going to be a boss here. Well, not so much boss, just a bunch of enemies. And as Toby says during Dark Souls, a room full of enemies is not a boss. So as I said, we need to heal Pete. 3, that's not bad. Unless he gets hit again by the 3, of course, of course. Well, we're going to have to try and deal as much damage as possible. That's not bad. 544. But now, Pete is on death's door. Does mean he can still attack, but he will need to get healed as soon as possible. Otherwise, another blow and he's out. So, I think we're going to have to make sure they can't attack. So... Oh, he's not going for Pete, that's alright. Okay. Thankfully, we have Fran in the party who can heal Pete. There we go. And time to start smacking these guys around a bit. Noxious gas. A bit of poison. No, he's resistant to poison, of course.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
And look, the stress is really building now. Pete is about to lose his mind. Time to get rid of some enemies. But he does manage the dodge. They've got it in for Pete, haven't they?
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Right. Time to get rid of these guys. Noxious blast. Poison? No, resistance still. Okay, Toby's about to lose his mind.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
You heard the guy. No, there's the death blow.
Tenuous proposition.
Oh dear, we've lost Pete already. No, we don't want to retreat from combat. We're going to take this guy down. He's going to... Still resistant. He's a sturdy bugger, isn't he? Hand of light will deal with him. No, he dodges! God, this guy doesn't want to go down. So this is where kind of the brutal difficulty, kind of roguelike element comes in. You're definitely going to lose party members. The final smite. Come on. There we go. Finally.
This expedition at least promises success.
It promises success, but we do lose party members. Unlock strongbox. It's trapped. Of course it's trapped. And we haven't got any anti-venom. Great. It's not going too well for us, is it? Anyway, let's see if we can at least do the final room without any issues. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? We're going to get... What's in the box? Heirlooms. Okay. We're going to need some light. Fran, have a bite to eat. Ah! We're going to have to use our shovel.
Even the cold
If you don't have a shovel, a bit like this
passage.
wall of mine, it takes additional time, which kind of causes them damage. Oh dear. Can we take all four of them? I mean, it's not looking good for us, is it? Ooh, I think we're going to have to retreat a little. Oh no, Toby's down. I don't like this. Neither do I. Toby's resolve is tested. Powerful!
Anger is power. Unleash it.
Virtuous. Right, okay. Time to... Right. You guys can stop bugging us.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Oh no!
Or expire.
We were about to lose another one! We'll do as much damage as possible. That's a problem. We've lost one of our damage dealers. Noxious gas. Yes! At least we got rid of one guy. Stunning blow. Yes, we stunned one of them. Oh no, it's all over for Fran. Oh no. I don't think this is going to end too well for us, is it? Okay, Noxious Blast. Try and kill this guy. He's resistant, of course he's resistant. It's all going pear-shaped. Oh no, Toby's on his way out.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
We've at least got to try and kill them. We've got to go out in a blaze of glory. And we've got nobody to heal him. I don't want to die here either. There's not a lot we can do. Disorienting blast. No, that's not going to do much. I'll just try and kill this big guy. Go on, get rid of him, Toby. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, you just both go for Yaki. Yaki, draw some fire.
Death
Oh no,
waits
crit.
for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Yeah, so as I say, the RNG in this can be a bit brutal. Oh, at least he's poisoned. Right, okay, maybe. Yay!
Remind yourself that overconfidence is
So,
slow and insidious
we lost 2
killer.
party members on the first dungeon. That's how brutal it can be. And I think that's probably a good point to stop, really. We'll collect our rewards.
Hole by hole.
So we got a
reclaim what
decent
is ours.
stash of treasure. A bunch of heirlooms. Now, as I say, use these heirlooms to upgrade buildings in town. So we can do whatever we can with portraits and crests. Oh dear. They didn't last too long, did they? So we're now a kleptomaniac and a world scrounger. So we've got better scouting chances. Okay. Well, I think that's probably a good time to stop. We've unlocked some stuff. We've lost some guys. We're going to have to recruit some more. And if you want to kind of see more of this, I mean, would you like to see me carry on with this? Maybe try my luck again. New party. I think we're going to have to go and visit our fallen comrades. Was slain by our own curator. Yes, sorry guys, you didn't last too long. But yeah, as I said, let us know in the comments, do you want to see more of this? Do you want to see me do more videos? Or do you want to see one of the other guys try and tackle the dungeons, well, the darkest dungeons? And of course, you can always subscribe, catch all the other videos we do. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can do on Facebook at facebook.com/thekillerbits or on Twitter at thekillerbits. And from a rather despondent party of Killerbits adventurers, I think as the sun rises across the hamlet, I've got to say goodbye, guys. Bye.